dumbest thing you spend your money on?
Women.
Expand on that for me.
If a girl like you, she gonna f you for free.
If you were in a room alone with me, how long would you last in bed?
Do I have a choice to stay in that room? Could I leave?
I'm just asking, how long would you last?
I would walk out of the room.
Rejected.
He would walk out of the room.
Yeah.
You don't want me?
If it makes you feel better, how would it make you feel?
You don't want me. He's missing out.
My secret is my boyfriend killed himself in high school because of me.
Caught this man staring at me in the gym. He tried to play it off.
What?
Going on dates.
Really?
Yes.
You love free meals, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're right.
I am done being a whore and I want to be in love. Now please tell me, what can I do to further that?
She belongs to the streets.
I'm making about $5 million a year in free cash flow. My fiance came to me today and said she's going to leave me. And I said, why? Because I'm not spending any time with her family. I don't have any time on weekends. I can't go out to the soccer games with her nephews and stuff. I just can't because I'm so busy. Which one is easier to replace? The girlfriend or the business?
How often do you put guys in the friend zone?
How often?
Yeah, with that thing. How often?
I mean, I have a lot of guy friends.
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them. You see also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently, sometimes they're not even looking in their direction.
So my question is why? Why is it that the younger generation, why do you guys not do that? Why do you not walk up to women anymore? Why do you not try to go further along after you've gotten the number and start an initial conversation? Was it, I don't know, I'm so new to this dating world, this new generation. Is it you're intimidated? Because I know about
intimidated? A lot of it, guys, is just rejection fatigue. Most men don't have it in them to approach 5, 6, 7, 10 different women in a month and them to get rejected or get no date. It gets tiring after so long.
My problem is I can be like, you know what? I want a little bit of male attention, okay? I want a little bit of that male gaze. And then like 5 million men could give me attention and I would literally sit there and be like, no man has given me attention in 50,000 years. And the reason is because that I really just want one specific man's attention.
I don't mean to be sexist and I don't want to say any sexist statements, but I do think that women are better in every way.
Why don't men like brunches?
Y'all gotta start coming to these brunches. That's where all the pretty girls be at, literally. With their little colorful outfits. They take their hoodies off, their t-shirts off. And then that's where they be. All the working class women, nice nurses and stuff. Like, y'all be missing out.
What I think she really wants is men to pay for the food, to come to these brunches, to give them free attention and pay for stuff. I'm just going to be real. On top of that, she has a chest tattoo and she has a ton of makeup on. I mean, she kind of looks like a transformer, if you know what I mean. See, brunches are from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Men are typically working during that time. And I could have swore I saw on TikTok where a woman said if a man come to brunch and everything, that it's an ick. See, these women, they need constant stimulation and validation. When we are around them, when we approach them, when we do things for them, they love it. It's stimulation. It makes them feel better. But men are not coming to brunches. I'm busy doing stuff. I'm shooting a video.
Y'all gotta start coming to the brunches. Y'all love the gym shoes at night, but y'all don't want to come where the ladies be at, pretty and just ready to mingle. Come on, fellas. Like, I need the fellas, man. What I'm doing something wrong.
A whole train of thought happened within me. And 2 things I want to touch on from that TikTok was I wanted attention from my husband. And he was on his phone dealing with work shit. And we were watching Sons of Anarchy and I was knitting, doing my thing. And at some point I looked over at my husband and my first initial thought was, fuck her, I'm right here. Like, woman, attention.
Woman, attention.
So it's been brought to my attention that men no longer want to come up to women anymore. Due to sex allegations, women being just so rude and disrespectful, and rejection. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know men didn't want to come up to women anymore. I'm barely finding this out. Why do women choose to cuss guys out when they come up to them and approach them? I have no idea. I apologize for that. But there's just too many fine men. And if it takes me, the women, having to come up to you guys and shooting my shot, saying what's up, being the big stepper, then I'll just have to do that.
That's what it's going to take. This next generation is going to have to start approaching men and not sit back and waiting. Because a lot of dudes, they're like, man, most men think that women don't like them. Because what we see on social media, these clips that go viral, when a woman is in the gym working out and she's like, oh, this guy is giving me the ick. He's weird. Why is he looking at me? A lot of guys are like, man, I'm done.
Busted! I caught this guy checking me out in the gym. After yesterday's run, I decided to take a rest day and do some stretching. I was feeling actually really good today.
Wow, you really busted him. So much that you had to slow the video down to make it seem as if he looked at you longer than he did. There is a big difference between staring at someone, checking them out, and simply looking at someone as you walk past them. You're standing on a bench doing an awkward stretch you don't see every day in the gym, and he looks at you as he walks by. That's normal. Anyone would do that. Not to mention you have an entire film production set up, which means you're okay filming this to post online for the entire internet to see, but it bothers you that someone looks at you for a literal half second? Seriously? And the worst part, you're a coach and a personal trainer, and you don't know better than to treat people this way at the gym? You owe that man an apology, and if you don't, that gym should kick your ass out.
What's the point? And a lot of these women, they're not getting the attention that they used to get. Dudes are not shooting their shot, and guys are just tapping out. They're saying, man, I'm finding something else to do because it's not worth it.
One thing about me, I love my little internet boyfriends. You know who they are. They're like the 8 dudes that live in your DMs that you've maybe met once or twice, but they respond to every single story that you post. Excuse me, I'm in line to get a cheeseburger. In and out, I have to move up. And they'll send you heart eye emoji, something really flirty, and you're always just like, back, angel face, smiley face, just heart in the message. I will never date these men. I will never interact with them in person, but just that little flirtatious exchange, it just feeds that little dopamine monster just enough to keep me going.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I'm telling you, women love the attention. You got to stop giving it away to women freely. Just stop. Stop DMing them. Stop messaging them. Stop complimenting them. Stop hearting their stuff and tell them how gorgeous and beautiful all these. Stop doing it because you're feeding the monster. You just heard it out of her mouth. A lot of you guys follow so many different women on Instagram and social media, and you think that you're going to have a chance with them. No, women see you as losers. Just stop doing it. You get nothing out of it, and they get everything out of it. They get your attention. They get your time, your validation. They get it all. And you get nothing. They see you as a creep.
I'm just going to lay it out straight. We're in a dating crisis. Not basically, we are. That's what's happening. So let me look at my research here because I don't want to mess it up. So men looking for casual dates and our relationships is down 50%. 50 since 2019. Not since 1970, since 2019, right before the pandemic. Down 50%. They're not fucking looking, which means if you're a woman looking, they don't fucking give a shit. So as this trend continues, by 2040, 45% of women, 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single and childless based on this trend. Let that sink in for a moment.
I am actually starting to take offense. A guy came up to me yesterday and he was my height. He was not attractive. And when he told me what he did for work, I was just kind of there like, what am I supposed to do with this package that I'm seeing right in front of me?
Man, the entitlement. This is why guys aren't shooting their shot.
All my friends say it that guys just don't approach anymore. Like in the past, maybe a guy would approach and come up to them, ask for the number. Once in a while it happens for me, but of course, like not as much as previously.
For starters, she's laying back and she intentionally draped her hair over her chest. These women, man, they don't got much to do with their lives. But notice how she says, in the past, guys used to approach me, but not as much. So what she wants is a lot of dopamine hits. She wants a lot of attention and more validation. She misses the way guys used to just come up to her and tell her how she's pretty and ask for their number. Now she's not getting that often, so she's feeling some type of way. That's all it's about, guys. It's just validation. Women want the right of first refusal.
I need some attention. Do men still approach women?